He couldn't deal with the simple fact that she was leaving him.
I got everyone's blessing. Your father, your mama, your sisters. They all here. So I just got one question for you, sweetie.
This is the tragic story of Kyla O'Neal, aged 32, a pregnant mother of 3, who was gunned down just days before she was expected to put to bed. This was done by her fiancé Dante Raphael McCrae outside his workplace, the Amazon Fulfillment Center. Dante had recently proposed to her not too long ago before he decided to gun her down just few days to her delivering their baby boy. While the 32-year-old expecting mom didn't survive, her unborn son did, but is currently in critical condition. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
Our top story tonight, a pregnant mother shot and killed outside an Amazon facility in Lakeville, and tonight a man is charged in her death.
This story will be taking us to Lakeville, Minnesota. Lakeville is a suburb of Minneapolis with a population of 69,000. Lakeville is in Dakota County and is one of the best places to live in Minnesota. It is a vibrant city that offers a small-town atmosphere with extensive city amenities. Kyla O'Neal, aged 32, was a pregnant mother of 3 who was expecting to give birth to her 4th child in the coming days when disaster struck. Kyla was a hard-working woman who believed in creating generational wealth for her kids.
Y'all, we are having a major sale. Our millionaire mentors are putting up $21K just for y'all to join the academy and catch these benefits and get all this sauce and make this bread with us. Literally $21K.
Kyla was a serial entrepreneur and was also studying to be a nurse. She was also into Forex trading and also passionately involved in beauty. She had a company where she does hair named Che Dior Collections and Styles LLC. She attended the Maranello Schools of Beauty. Kyla was really good at what she did. Kyla on her page indicated that she was engaged to a man named Dante. Dante Raphael McCrae was someone who she had been dating for the last 6 to 7 years.
One man's I'm not ready is another man's she's exactly what I've been praying for.
He would go ahead to propose to her not too long before the tragic incident.
I got everyone's blessing. Your father, your mama, your sisters. They all here. So I just got one question for you, sweetie.
Everybody was happy for them. Family and friend were expecting that wedding day to arrive soon, but unfortunately the wedding would never happen. Kyla, who was already a mother to 3 beautiful kids, was far pregnant and was expecting another baby boy who they planned to name Messiah. Dante was the father of the unborn child. Kyla was so happy and looking forward to having her baby according to her family.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
It was a typical type of relationship for both Dante and Kyla, but suddenly Dante started acting too hostile towards Kyla, which was really surprising. She kept trying to deal with him, hoping things will change, but things were getting worse. She threatened to leave him, but he promised to kill her if she did that or bring any other man around his kids, and also threatened her family, making remarks like, "Your family isn't bulletproof." On this particular day, Kyla was fed up and told him to leave for good, which he did. He took his belongings to his mother's house. Kyla, out of her kindness, later came to his mother's house, picked him up, and took him to work in Lakeville, the Amazon fulfillment center in Lakeville. They started arguing again after she got to his place of work. Kyla then pulled the car away and reversed, pushing Dante backward. Then he went to the back of the car to retrieve his gun, then shot Kyla in the neck, a pregnant woman who was due to deliver baby Messiah in a couple of days. He possessed a gun even though a judge had formerly ordered that Dante could not possess any firearms due to his prior criminal convictions. When officers from the Lakeville Police Department responded to a 911 call, they found Kyla suffering from a gunshot wound inside a vehicle parked outside of the Amazon Fulfillment Center.
A worker at the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Lakeville called 911 Sunday evening during a shift change to report a shooting in the parking lot. When police arrived, they found a 31-year-old woman, nearly full-term pregnant, in a car with a gunshot wound.
When we have a situation where a pregnant female has been critically injured, it just adds another whole layer of stress and emotion to that call, because now we've got another human being that we're trying to save as well.
They rushed her to HCMC. She did not survive, but doctors there were able to deliver the baby, who is living. Lakeville Police Commander William Gurl says a 32-year-old man who worked at the Amazon warehouse was arrested.
He was with the female victim, and that's about all we can say regarding his involvement at this time.
We aren't naming the suspect until he's charged, but he's being held on suspicion of manslaughter, which has differences in intent from murder. His criminal record shows a judge ordered in May that he not possess any firearms because of a criminal conviction. Court records say he and the victim already had a young child together, meaning that young girl lost her mother the same day a new sibling was born.
We don't know the condition of the baby. I think obviously we're all hoping that the baby is doing well and is able to survive and thrive, and that'll be a miracle and great news if that happens.
Baby Messiah had lost a lot of oxygen to the brain at this time, but they managed to deliver him through C-section, but he was in critical condition. Doctors were not able to save Kyla at the end. She passed away after much efforts of the doctors.
Family and friends of Kyla O'Neill are holding a prayer vigil. She was pregnant with her 4th child when she was shot and killed. That baby was delivered by C-section at the hospital and is in critical condition. It happened in the parking lot of the Amazon warehouse in Lakeville on Sunday night. Court records say that she had been arguing most of the day with 32-year-old Dante McCray, the father of her unborn child. Today, Dakota County prosecutors charged McCray with 2nd-degree murder. They say if the baby doesn't survive, he will face additional charges. WCCO's Reg Chapman has more on what led up to this family tragedy.
He didn't deserve what happened to her. She had a promising future.
Katina O'Neill fights back tears as she talks about her daughter Kyla. A single bullet to the neck took her life. She was in a car in the Amazon parking lot with the father of her unborn child when the shot was fired. Kyla was taken to Hennepin Healthcare where she died, but doctors delivered her baby boy Messiah.
You know, they went through it. You know, as a couple. I mean, they all go through it, but sometimes it got a little physical, sometimes it didn't. So when he told me, it's like, well, Ma, it's a baby. I looked, I said, so you didn't cheat, you got a child? He like, yeah.
Court records say the day she was killed, 32-year-old Dante McCray and Kyla were arguing.
She broke it off with him, asked him to leave.
According to the criminal complaint, McCray got a ride to his mother's home with all his belongings.
Last time I seen her, she was getting in her car. That's the last time I seen her. I tried to go with her. She said, no, Mama, I want to go alone. So I thought she was going to bed and deal with what she just went through by herself.
Baby Messiah is fighting for his life. The O'Neill family is asking for your prayers.
The Lakeville Police Department confirmed in a Monday morning update that the 32-year-old victim died at Hennepin County Medical Center on Sunday evening, after being shot in a vehicle parked outside the Amazon facility at 9800 217th Street West at around 6:50 p.m. When Dante was arrested, he told the cops he had guns in his bags once he was in Lakeville and, worried about making sure they were safe for his children, he then cleared the guns of any live rounds of ammunition. He also tried to clear a round in the chamber when the gun accidentally discharged, hitting Kyla in the neck. But after they showed him surveillance footage, he confessed. Dante told officers he was angry when the door hit him when Kyla backed up the car and he raised his gun and pulled the trigger on Kyla.
But court records say Kyla went to McCrae's mom's home to pick him up and take him to work in Lakeville. He had a gun in his bag. McCrae claimed he tried to clear the weapon of any live ammunition and it went off, hitting Kyla. O'Neal told investigators a different story.
I guess this time it's just, he couldn't deal with the simple fact that she was leaving him.
She says she stepped in to separate the pair that day because McCrae was being aggressive with Kyla. Court records say McCrae told Kyla if she had another man around his kids, he would kill her. He also told Kyla and her family members, "You all ain't bulletproof." After seeing surveillance video, McCrae finally admitted to raising the gun, pointing it at Kyla and pulling the trigger.
Dante McCrae, 32, was charged with murder in the second degree and could face up to 40 years in prison if convicted. Dante is being held on a $2 million bail. We hope Kyla O'Neal gets the justice she deserves. This is another sad case bringing to light the issue of domestic violence and what we should be looking out for. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Kyla O'Neal. May Kyla's memory be a blessing for her family and for all who knew her, and may her life and death be an inspiration and a turning point towards justice and increased protection for domestic abuse survivors. Please stay safe out there and see you guys in the next video.
We have a heartbreaking update to an already tragic story. Family members tell us a newborn baby boy has died just more than a week after his mother was shot and killed. O'Neal's mother says the baby died last night. The boy's father is now expected to face an additional murder charge.